saying I won't change, but I ain't the same. Everything's different, I can't complain. You don't know what you missing. Shame on you, yeah. Shame on you. Everything's strange, that's just the game.
Good morning. It's Tuesday. Now I be forgetting the days. I never can remember the days anyways. That ain't nothing new. We are having lemon water and salt. I was gonna come back last night to tell you how my doctor visit went with the naturopathic doctor, but I was so exhausted after that visit. Like, I was like, I don't want to talk no more. But I'm hopeful, very hopeful. They were so thorough. So let me start from the beginning. I went to, and I know I done told you already, it's a fly in here, Sonoran University Medical Center. And it used to be called Southwest University Medical Center, but it's in Tempe, Arizona, 2-hour visit. And remember I was telling you, I was like, are they gonna talk to me that long, or is that like pre-check-in? What is it? No, they talked to me that long. Listen, so it was 2 students and 1 doctor. The students do all like the exam questioning or whatever, and then they take what they have learned from the patient back to the doctor, and then the doctor and the students discuss the patient's symptoms, whatever's going on with them, and then they come back with their findings, explain it to the patient, and then create a treatment plan. So very nice, beautiful bedside manner. I had 2 ladies, and they ask you when you schedule an appointment if you would like male or female. Very accommodating, but I don't care who I get, as long as you know what you're doing, right? So yeah, the 2 students, and then the doctor peeked her head in, just like, hey, just want to let you know that I am here. I will be working on your case with them, but I'm allowed them to, do the exam, do the questionnaire, and then what I just told you. And I was like, okay, she's like, I just want to meet you, put a name with a face, blah, blah, blah. I thought that was very nice. They were just so warm. So yeah, baby, they questioned me down to the ground. Answers that I thought I was gonna have, I didn't even know the answers to. I was just like, at one point of the questionnaire, I was like, I don't know. I just don't know. So they asked me the basic questions, my symptoms, but they just were like super detailed. Like, if you can go down a rabbit hole, they was going down rabbit holes. Like, I felt like they touched every body system when it came to my complaints of questions they were asking to find out more. They asked me all about my stools, how many times I was going, what it looked like. But then they would get deeper and say, within a year, how did it, how many times, and within a month, how many times. And it was just so much, right? I was exhausted from talking, but in a good way. very thorough. I know I said that before, but I just cannot stop saying it. Like, I am impressed. And then they did an exam on me. And the exam, like, they was checking reflexes. I ain't had my reflexes checked, and I don't, since I was a kid, maybe like here, maybe it's just here in Phoenix, like, I don't feel like the doctors really take enough time. Like, they be in and out, right? Even on my annual physicals, like, and if they are like asking you questions, it's not a feeling of concern. It's more of like checking the boxes, and that most of the time they're just typing on a computer. You get a little bit of eye contact, but it's mostly just typing on your computer. Like, I need an old school doctor that's writing on a pad. That's what I need. That's what I'm used to from living in Wichita, Kansas. They may have upgraded by now, but I had in Wichita an old school doctor, and she was older. Like, she had to been in her late 50s, 60s, right? Loved her down. But anyway, so they did an exam. They was pressing my different parts of my stomach to feel my organs, and like, I'm just impressed. Then after the exam, so that took a full like hour and 15 minutes from the questioning and the exam. And then they left the room, discussed it with the doctor, that, and they told me in the beginning, like, it will take us some time because it's a team of us and we're all discussing you or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna say that it took 25 minutes, 30 minutes that I was in the room by myself. But like I said, I don't care. The way that whatever is going on with me it consumes my every thought, friend. Like, I need somebody to put a diagnosis down that is true and that I can work on healing it. So she came back and she says, all three of them come in the room, and the doctor speaks first, and she said, I think you were textbook case for SIBO. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. If you go back to one of my other videos, I talked about this. I said, like, I'm following a gluten-free diet. I'm even doing raw vegan, and my stomach is still upset. And she was like, just the symptoms that you were explaining, the extreme gas and bloating, SIBO. She was like, but we have to test for that. And so you do a breathing test for them to test whether it is, oh Lord, you probably know it. I done forgot, methane or hydrogen. Is it? Wait. Don't let me say the wrong stuff, y'all. I was right. Okay. Hydrogen dominant or methane dominant. And so I have to get this device to breathe in. And then she also wants to redo my lab work because my lab hadn't been done for checking the gluten in a while. She also mentioned that I was low in vitamin D. Neither my primary care doctor said that, or my gastro doctor even mentioned it. And she said, well, it's not deficient, so maybe that's why they didn't say nothing. Oh, and very, very courteous of the other doctor. She never spoke bad about them or anything. Like, I like that about her. Because, some of them be like, your doctor told you wrong. No, this ain't how it is. She just was like, well, maybe they weren't concerned at the time because it was just low. It wasn't deficient. And she said, but it's a concern for me because I don't want you to be deficient because that also can contribute to illnesses or maybe, some of the symptoms that you're going through. And so she advised me to do liquid vitamin D, which I got that. I got everything, okay? And she also advised me to do castor oil packs 3 times a week. And it's so interesting because I used to do castor oil packs back when I had psoriasis, but I was never consistent with it. So I have mostly everything I need, but now they have created like the wrap. Back in the day when I was doing it, I just used the wool cloth, the flannel. You pour the castor oil on it, and then you like wrap yourself with saran wrap, and then like you use like maybe an old t-shirt or towel because castor oil is so thick and it can like stain your clothes. And so I was doing it that way. So she wants me to do that, the lab work, get the breathing device. Trying to think, is there anything else? I think that was, oh, here's a paper right here. I think that was it for now until we figure out if it is even SIBO. Oh, increase my water. I do drink a lot of, teas and stuff, but she wants me to increase my water to 50 ounces per day and add electrolytes, which I already have those. I do. But I'm not consistent with electrolytes. I usually use the little salt, that you've seen, but she wants me to use the packs. Um, yeah, that's it. And then, once I do the breathing machine and whether it comes back SIBO, then she will start me on an antibacterial protocol and working to heal the gut lining. Which I said to her, like, I do those things. Like, I've done the aloe vera, slippery elm. Even I do parasite cleanses that have antibacterial herbs in them. And I was telling her, like, I know a little something just from my self learning and taking the course with Dr. Robert Morse, oregano oil, clove, black walnuts. I was naming all these things, and she was like, "No, that's great." She said, "But maybe the strength you were using wasn't strong enough, or maybe the duration you were doing wasn't long enough." She was like, "So we'll talk about that once we know what it is." She said, "But no, you were still on the right path. You might have not just done it long enough or had the dosing right." So that was good to know. She was happy that I was eating plant based. They actually have do I call it a cafeteria? They have what's called the Common. So it has what looks like the university and the medical center together, and they have a medicinary where you can get like all your supplements and herbs, and then they serve vegan food. And I was actually gonna go over there and eat and try it, but by the time I got out of that appointment, it was like 3ish in traffic, Arizona traffic. I was way on the other side of town. It took me 45 minutes to get there. And so to get from the East Valley to the West Valley, I was like, let me just get in the car and go, because I know I will be stuck in traffic for forever, which I still was. I was stuck in traffic for an hour and 30 minutes getting back home. Oh, it was brutal. But so the first visit was $104. I was self-pay, even though I have insurance. They don't take Blue Cross Blue Shield, but I think they take Cigna. They take a couple of insurance, but not a lot. And then after that, the visits dropped down to $69 a visit. I didn't think that was bad at all. But the thing about it is, I have a HSA, but ours is called FSA. I can get reimbursed for this visit. And oh, I forgot, she also recommended acupuncture. And it's so funny because I've thought about doing it. I just never got around to doing it, but they do it there in that facility. So I'll go back. And oh, I forget another thing. It just was a lot, okay? But in a good way. I'm happy. She wants me to do a food diary. And like I've done all these things before, but I quit because I'm like, I'm not finding out what's wrong with me. This isn't working. So doing a food diary again, tracking my breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, bowel movements, the time that I had a bowel movement, how many, the ease of it, what it looks like, and then symptoms. So we are tracking for 2 weeks. Is that it? That's it, okay? So I'm optimistic, I am hopeful, super excited that I have a team that's trying to help me. And like I said, they checked everything, but my main focus, of course, was the celiac. And so, yeah. All right. Did you get up? Oh my goodness. Okay. So today I am going to a coffee shop to work. Just like I said, every day I want to do something different, and I probably need to get dressed. Yeah. We're going to go to a downtown coffee shop called Luana. I got to curl my shoot dilly unks. Okay. I do this weird thing. Don't judge me. I use a minoxidil, right, on my edges. Got hair on it. I always get the foaming one, and it's the generic one. It's not actually Rogaine, because that's what Rogaine is, minoxidil. But I put it on my edge brush, like I'm about to brush my teeth. At least that's what it looks like. And then I just brush my edges with it. And I do it morning and evening before I go to bed. Now when I go to bed, I put a scarf on so I don't get nothing on my pillow, but my edges have always been thin, just from, tight hairstyles from childhood until now. But I lost a lot of hair right here in these areas from psoriasis, because that is where the scabs would build up, or the extra skin. And before I knew it was psoriasis, I thought I just had sores in my head, and I would dig at them, and so I messed up or damaged my scalp right there. It seems like it's slowly coming back, or that could just all be in my mind, but it's still thin. But I think I'm seeing a difference. I was gonna do some makeup, but I'm trying to get on this highway because it get crazy. Is that okay? I'm gonna say, is that the way I wanted it to go? I don't know what I'm doing. How did I do this yesterday? Boy, I've been so out of the loop of doing hair. It's not even funny. That's not the way I want it. Yeah, I want it this way. But I want this part here, right? Ciao. Now it's not gonna curl because I done went both ways. Man, get me out of here. Ari going with me, but she tired. She really don't want to go, but she probably went back in there and went to sleep and took some. I want this one to do right. Do right by me. If it don't, I'm just gonna be looking crazy. Oh well, that's how I'm leaving it. Okay, I'm gonna get my book bag. What else I need? I want some of your Let me tell you about this girl. Maybe I should. Is y'all open? I'm scared. Come on. Oh, sugar, when you're close to me, you love me right down to my knees. And whenever you let me hit it, sweet like honey when it comes to me. Skin is caramel with the cocoa eyes. Even got a big sister by the name of Chocolate. Brown sugar, babe. I guess high off of love, don't know how to behave.
Brown sugar got me open, now I want some more. Always down for my nauseous wine, but I think I'm here to solo. Hold my niggas don't mind. Stick out my tongue and I'm about ready to hit this pretty bitty with persistence. Yo, I don't think y'all hit me. Brown sugar, babe. I get high off of love, don't know how to behave.
Have made it back home from the coffee shop. I really like that coffee shop. If I was to score it, I would give it an 8.5. The vibes was there. I love the retro look. Like they had so many little odds and ends, little trinkets and stuff. It was so cute in there. And even though I don't drink caffeine during the week, I had me a matcha and that was tasty. Dare I say it tastes better than Starbucks? It was really good. So my only cons is the Wi-Fi was slow, which in the reviews it said that, but like if you have a hotspot, you could just use your hotspot, or if you're not doing something that really requires Wi-Fi, you're good. And then the bathroom, it smelled really bad, like there's sewer or something was backed up or whatever. And that's probably not their fault. That's the building that they got rented, bought or whatever, and the sewer line, you know, probably needs to be replaced or flushed out, fixed. Who knows? But I liked it. Ari, what do you rate it?
It was nice. It just smelled a little tangy.
She said it just smelled a little tangy. Now, in the actual coffee shop, it didn't smell bad, or you thought it did?
It smelled like old wood.
Okay, I wasn't really paying attention, and I got a nose like a hound. I wasn't paying attention in the coffee shop, but that bathroom was definitely giving, you need to flush your sewer line, or y'all need to rebuild that thing.
It goes away, it keeps getting notified, but it doesn't like a walk-in smell.
Yeah, and you know, they got the old furniture in there and all, like I said, the little doodads and stuff. So it definitely, I can see what you mean by it gives like that old smell. Mm-hmm. But what would I call her? The barista? Mm-hmm. Barista, she was really friendly, nice. I liked it, except for the tanginess. Okay, so it is 10:30 here. I am going to make a smoothie. I got one banana frozen. That was loud. And then I'm going to put 2 dates in with my protein powder. I usually put some almond butter in here, but I'm out, so I guess no almond butter. One. That is stuck to my finger. And I need to be, I put the seed instead of the dang date in here. I need to fill out my food diary. Gnats are back. I guess it's gnat season because I'm starting to see them floating around. Oh, I need my protein powder. The scoop on this thing is huge. Look how big that thing is. And then I'm gonna add some almond milk. That's it. Not doing too much. Got my castor oil wrap in here, and then I also got, not that you care, this little, what's this called, a shock foot, a microphone shock foot mount. It's something. I broke it on my microphone, and it holds the microphone to your camera, right? And I broke it, so I haven't been using the mic lately. But let me show you the difference. It's gonna feel like I put hearing aids on you. Hello? How I sound? Is it better? I know, it's like a huge improvement, huh? So yeah, I got those. Who knew you need all these little different gadgets? Then here is the castor oil pack. I thought it was gonna be called something else, like a wrap. It's like this. And then I got the is it wool or flannel? I think it's flannel. Or is it wool flannel? I don't know. But this is the part that you put the oil on. Then put it on your stomach with the wrap to hold it, right? I've seen some people just rub the oil on their stomach and then put this wrap over it, but I want an extra layer of protection because castor oil, it can get all over. And when you do this, or when I plan to do this, I'm gonna wear like, old clothes that I don't care about. Because you don't wanna stain your clothes. You gotta try it. It's salted caramel from Sprouts. And here trying to make this little nori roll. Ain't got nothing to grip. This has quinoa, the pumpkin seed pate that I made. I don't too much like the pate, and I'm following a recipe. It just tastes real lemony. It doesn't have much depth to it. But my veggies I'm using are cucumber, carrots, cabbage, and then I put some avocado in here with the quinoa and then the pumpkin seed pate. And I only made one just in case I don't like it. But yeah, I was gonna like film it, but I'm like, after I taste the pate, I was like, I don't really like this, but I'm gonna eat it. I need like a sauce to dip. Maybe I'll do a little bit of hoisin. What you think? Baby, I'm a dog. That song been in my head the last couple of days. Okay. Let's try it. It's cool. I added some sesame seeds too on top of my avocado. I mean, it's cool. I'll make another one, but it's not recipe worthy. If you know what I mean. Let me not forget to log what I'm eating. So we put the matcha latte with almond milk, and then I had the Sprouts vegan protein powder, banana, 2 dates, almond milk. Lunch we have nori wraps with cucumber, carrots, avocados. What else? Oh, red cabbage. And quinoa. We're about to do this castor oil pack. Hi, I'm Janetta. Thank you for your support of my small business. I didn't even know this was a small business. I just grabbed this off Amazon. They are totally organic cotton. Don't need to wash them before use. Wash it gently by hand with warm soapy water to help break up their castor oil. I normally recommend that the minimum use be for an hour each day for 3 consecutive days in a week. This was, ooh, don't give me the line. I want to say this was like $7.99 for these two. These feel great quality. And she is on Amazon because I just got it from Amazon. But here is her info. Handmade Janetta at 163.com. I'll put the information in my description box if you were interested. But my doctor said do it 20 minutes 3 consecutive nights, and I think that's important because if you've never done castor oil or just starting back like me, because I was not consistent, I wouldn't leave it on for like an hour, or some people be like sleeping with it, like doing overnight. No, I would not do that because castor oil is detoxifying, and you can experience detox symptoms from this. So I got about a tablespoon. The reason why I'm not showing the jar is because mine is actually in a plastic container and I don't want you to come for me. I done already told on myself, but you should get castor oil in a glass jar. They say in a dark like amber jar or whatever. The reason why you don't want to use plastic is because castor oil can penetrate really deep, right? Like this gets to your organs, and so when you are using plastic, it can absorb microplastics, which 100% makes sense. By the time when I got it, I just wasn't thinking. Okay, I've had it for several months now, so but now I know, so I can do better. And so I just got on clothes that I don't care about. You can't see my bottoms yet, but I just got on shorts. So I'm just gonna rub this all over my stomach region. Now you can see I look very bloated. It's a dang fly in here. Then people put it in their belly button. Dang, doing that massage got me burping. And then I'm gonna wrap this like this. Put it into my shorts. And then we're gonna take the wrap that goes on top. Man, I need scissors for this. Use these nail clippers. How you doing? And also some people use a heating blanket. Again, I'm not doing all that, especially not just starting off. Like I want to take it slow. I ain't trying to mess around and have no abdominal cramping and all of that, because that's what a lot of people, like if you, not a lot of people, but some people experience. And I hope it's highlighted, right? Yeah. This one you can use without the cotton, but I just got that extra layer. Just in. I don't want it to really, seep out on a player. From the Himalayas. And then my doctor recommended to get the brand Heritage. Did I tie the wrong? Girl, I didn't tie the wrong tie. That's alright. We just gonna make it work. And I dare not show you what it looks like in the back, so don't even ask, because I messed it up. You need to mind your business sometimes. Okay. But yeah, she recommends Heritage, and I plan on getting that one. For Sugardeal. Okay. We in there. So I'm about to go lay down for 20 minutes. Set me a timer.